believe Damon Wayans has like his material from the 90s, and it's like he carved it a little bit for it could still work till now. So it's like some of his materials from like, the 90s and stuff like that. And then he has a little newer stuff. And it's like, okay, he made it worked. It worked. So Jay, Dame, y'all could go watch them. Those guys they do what stand-up comedians do. Now his brother for now, oh man. Marlon, I forgot what the nigga name is. He's a pretty funny guy. I think it's Ali or something like that. I will put their things up there, but I think the Marlon, he dropped like 3 specials. Probably for like 5 or whatever, but the past 2. And then there's a guy that's just called Domino Effect. I've been watching all those niggas specials. Marlon and the other nigga. I'm gonna put it up there. I watched these niggas specials, especially the other nigga, I think it's Ali. He talked about his incarceration shit. But what those niggas style, and then Monique came out, those 3 people, their style to me is, yes, it's stand up because they're standing up in front of a crowd, but their style is more like Bill Cosby's style. And Bill Cosby's style was, and there's probably other comedians that have that style, but I know Bill Cosby was like the first one that I acknowledged that, oh, okay, that's your style. You just stand up in front of a crowd and you just talk about your life. Or you just sit there and talk and just have people imagine stuff. It's a movie script. These niggas shit should be movie scripts. It's a long, drawn-out story. I believe it should just be a movie script. So Marlon, the Ali nigga, the Monique, their special is more of a, wow. It's like, I need to see this. Like me, I have a great imagination, so I already can picture that. But for somebody else, they not going to really sit on that. So, those specials were very good. And there was another one. There was I just be watching other stuff like the Tiffany Haddish, She Ready, and then she brought a whole bunch of comedians. There's this American Chinese guy that's pretty funny. He did pretty amazing. Like he did, I forgot his name. I will post his stuff up here to give everybody their love. Now, speaking of Tiffany Haddish, She Ready. Here's another butthurt moment. So, Tiffany Haddish, She Ready, they had Godfrey on there. Now, like I said, I've been watching Godfrey stand-up. I still have like his stand-ups on my computer. That's how amazing it is. And there'll be times that I'll just go watch and, if I don't have no internet or whatever and I just got my computer, I'm on the plane, whatever, I'll go rewatch his stand-up. So I watch his podcast, the Godfrey's podcast. So, I'm a fan. Been rocking with him over a decade. Probably even longer than that when he was acting. Was it Original Gangsters? And then he started doing the Sprite commercial and all that stuff. That's how long I've been rocking with him. Like, I noticed who he was. So, most recently, I was like, oh, shit, he has a podcast and everything like that. I started tuning in. So, as I'm tuning in, I see that he has a Jersey, he had a Jersey show. I'm like, shit, like I said, I'm trying to do different things, not just be like, yeah, I'm going to the club, I'm going to the studio, we about to go on the block. It's like, let's go somewhere else. It's not. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? I was like, me. I got money, you know what I mean? Get me a shorty, you know what I mean? We go to this spot. So, shorty be coming around like, yo, you like watching this nigga podcast? I'm like, hey, he's a funny guy. It's my people. And then it was like, yo, he gonna be in Jersey? I said, I sat on it. I was like, maybe. I don't know. Just him alone. It's like, I don't know. I see his podcast and all that stuff. I was on the fence. So I think 2 days before the show came out, before he had his show, he announced on his podcast, like, yo, New Jersey, I'm coming and I'm bringing Dante with me. I said, oh, okay. I never seen Dante perform. So I'm looking like, let's get the tickets. There was tickets available, copped it. And when you watch his podcast, he'd be like, well, this is when he first, like, I got to his new studio. I don't really know. It was a new studio, but he was like, yo, people, yo, bring shit to me, bro. Like, when you come to my shows, bring bobbleheads, merch, whatever. I'll put it on my table. I'll wear it, whatever. Like, he's inviting people to give him stuff, just like, when Jesus was born, what them niggas did. Them three niggas came and gave Jesus shit. When, let's say you go to a Wiz Khalifa show, and Wiz Khalifa, shouts out to Wiz Khalifa on his day-to-day, his vlog, people bring stuff to him like, yo, appreciate your presence. We gave you money, but here, we want to also give you other things. So that's how I felt like, yo, I'm coming to your show. Here, I paid for the ticket, but here's something else. So I pulled up. Had some No Lane shirts. It's over there. I said, fuck, I don't know his size or whatever. So I had small, medium, large. One design, 3 different sizes. I put on a medium sometimes, I put a large. Depends how I feel. His body type looks like mine's a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. Cameron puts on weights. So I bought those, so boom, so the day of the show, I have the shirts in my car in plastic bags, wrapped up, ale sealed, like it's clean, brand new. I'm not some weird shit. So as I pull up to the show, pull up in the parking lot, shorty over there, I get out the car, I start walking. I see Dante in his car. Mind you, Dante, I don't know how tall he is. Matter of fact, I do know how tall he is. If you ever watch the show, I don't know, he has like surgery. Point is, Dante's a big motherfucker. He's a pit bull. He's a pit bull in a cat's cage. That's how small his car was. Like, yeah, like a 2-door Jeep. Like, it's probably his style, but he's a huge guy, okay? And in a little car. So his arm is sticking out, and then as I'm walking, I'm like, yo, shorty, they go Dante. I'm like, Dante. He's like, I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. Like, it's like, I said, all right, whatever. So now as I'm walking out the parking lot, I see Godfrey. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, man, let me go say what's up. So I instantly, I got my locks. I got locks. I'm 6'2" and a half. It's daytime. It's probably like 5, 6, maybe like 6:30. And it's 6:30. And, the sun don't go out there. It's around like July, June, July, maybe. I don't remember. But it was the summertime. So the sun ain't going down till like 8:30. So it's pretty fucking bright outside. So I was like, you know what? And mind you, we were in New Brunswick? Fucking behind the nigga who's there was a white restaurant. There's like white people at the fucking restaurant. There's cops on fucking corners in front of a Catholic church. It's like super white. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I am African American. I am 6'2" and a half. I have locks. I need to put a different approach. I ain't gonna push, oh, what's good, my nigga? I don't know him personally. So I can't be that comfortable. Like, yo, what up? Because that could scare someone. So I put on, hey, how are you? I'm like, hi, Godfrey, how are you? He looks at me like, the fuck? I'm like, oh, like, yo, dog. Like, I'm not approaching you on some aggressive shit. Like, yo, what's poppin', nigga? Like, yo, what's good, my nigga? Like, no, I came up to him. I was like, hi, Godfrey, how are you, man? I'm so excited to see you. I'm about to go to you. He's just looking like, I'm like, oh, okay. My fault. So I started backing up, and so Shorty looked at me like, yo, you're not going to offer him the shirt? I'm like, yo, he doesn't even want to, like, anything to do with me. He's like, yo, man, you bought the shirts for him? I'm like, you're right. So I'm like, yo, Godfrey, I got shirts for you and everything like that, because, I watch your podcast. He looked at me like, I'm looking like, damn, nigga, your approach, dude, like your reaction